Okay, yes, we're on. Hey, moms, I am here with my lovely cat who's probably going to come and say hi in just a second. But I couldn't help but think of you today, and I wanted to share some information. Yep, here she comes. This is fun. On anxiety and exercise. This has been on my mind a ton lately because I am a person who struggles with anxiety. It has been extremely heightened lately, and maybe you can relate to this. If you can, just leave me a comment here like this. With back to school, with my son with Down syndrome and his medical needs, and recently diagnosed ADHD, and then some issues with my 3 year old and behavior at school and all of that. Like, my anxiety from August until now has been through the roof. It has been probably more difficult than at almost any other time in my life. So I'm sharing this with you because I want you to know you're not alone. Even I, somebody who works in this health and wellness space, still struggle with that. But I want to talk about exercise and how exercise can either help make this better or actually make it worse. And this is something that I have learned from some training. I've done some training recently on our nervous system and how our nervous system responds to different stimuli during that triggers anxiety and all of that. And so exercise, you guys, can be an amazing tool for helping you manage anxiety. Part of what we do, if you've ever done any work to manage anxiety, is working on staying grounding, being really present, being aware of what is happening in your body, and learning to listen to your body and different triggers. And so exercise can be really powerful. And a lot of the times when we think about exercise in relation to anxiety, people always talk about really slow movement, things like yoga, things like Pilates or Tai Chi, or even dancing, things that are just really light and fun and free. Which is true. These are amazing for helping reduce anxiety, because a lot of the times what's happening during those types of workouts is, an awareness of your body. We're talking about breathing. We're talking about feeling and slowing down and listening to yourself. Or if it's dancing, it's just kind of being free and letting go. And so for some people, this is where we turn when we have anxiety. And now we have these other type of workouts that may be higher intensity workouts, things like running, things like HIIT workouts, Peloton, cycling, and even strength training, which are bigger. These are going to elevate your heart rate a lot. And for a lot of us, if you deal with anxiety or panic attacks, that can be a real trigger. It can throw your central nervous system up into high alert, because one of the things that happens when you engage in high intensity exercise is your body produces this hormone that's called cortisol. And cortisol is the same hormone that triggers during fight or flight, that fight or flight response. And so if you're somebody who deals with anxiety and you're trying to start a fitness routine and actually do strength workouts, do some higher intensity workouts, running, and you are also prone to anxiety, it can feel really counterproductive. And in some situations, even in my case, getting into those situations, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. It actually leaves you feeling exhausted because you've amped up your nervous system a lot. So I want to share with you that if you are a person who struggles with anxiety like I am, it is not that the only types of exercise that are going to be beneficial to you are those lower intensity, slow exercise. You can work strength, you can work cardio, you can do intense interval training if you want to, but there's something that's really important going into that, is coming into that with the mindset of listening to your body and tuning into your body and staying really present with your body. Now, the person who is coaching you through that, if you're not working out on your own, if you're doing a video or a class or working with a trainer, the person who is coaching you through that is going to make a tremendous difference in how well you actually do this. Because in my experience, most classes that we go into or most workout programs, when they're pushing you into those higher intensity places to get your heart rate up and help you with your fitness, or to get stronger, what they're going to keep asking you to do is like, do more, go harder, come on, keep pushing. And it's almost the opposite of what we need to do when we deal with anxiety. We need to listen to our body. We don't need to shut down our body. We don't need to shut down our awareness of our body. I hope this is making sense. And so if you are working with a coach, whether it's somebody on Peloton, or even if you're just out for a run and you've got that type of self-talk happening where you're just pushing yourself, like I've done this so many times in workouts because I really truly love that high intensity. But when I tune in and listen to my self-talk, sometimes it can be things like, come on, Megan, keep going, don't quit. Don't be weak. And there's a time and a place for that type of motivation. But at the same time, if I'm talking to myself and pushing myself that way outside of what actually feels good for me in that moment, that's going to trigger anxiety for me 100% of the time. And I will come out of that class feeling like really frazzled, come out of that workout feeling really on high alert, and coming into my kids who are then going to be like shouting at me and pulling on me and dragging me, and I'm not feeling good. I'm not feeling good about that at all. And so the difference here, whether you're working out by yourself or working with a coach or an instructor or a trainer, is how well that instructor cues you and reminds you to tune into what's going on in yourself. And so this is what I do. My workout program that I offer right now is called the 20-Minute Boost Workout, and we do 20-minute workouts. It's a lot of strength training. We do intervals, so we are like ramping up the intensity quite a bit. And what I have implemented in these classes, my style of coaching is very like trauma aware, very individualized, focused training, so that you are encouraged from the beginning to the very end to stay present with your body. And this comes out in different ways. It comes out with giving you permission and freedom to make this workout work for you. Because it's intervals, yes, you can go pretty quick or you can go slow. And it's just always, do you need to go faster? Do you need to slow down? I'm asking these questions. And also creating body awareness, talking about where we're feeling it, why it should be feeling that way, helping you to stay grounded in your body and how it feels for you. Again, always checking in, with whatever we're doing. If you're feeling this is a sign that you should pull back or you shouldn't be doing this right now. And so I'm sharing this with you guys because if you are somebody who struggles with anxiety and maybe going in and doing big workouts feels like it is not beneficial to you from an emotional standpoint, maybe know that physically you want that because it can be a great outlet for stress. It can be a great tool for improving your confidence and helping you sleep better and giving you even just a better mood. Be an excuse to not pursue fitness, to not pursue strength, oh, there we are. We're back. Okay. And if you would love some support with this, or if you would even just like to try the Boost workouts and feel the difference when you have a coach who is talking you through the workout in a different way from that place of self-awareness, of grace, it truly makes a difference. And the moms that are doing these 20-minute Boost workouts have come back to me and said this over and over again. And it's always really interesting for me to hear them try to describe this difference because everybody always says, Megan, as a coach, you just talk differently. I just love the way you talk to me. And when I ask their moms, like, why? Like, what is it? They can't put their finger on it most of the time. And that's awesome because it's a feeling that I am trying to create throughout the workout, not necessarily something that you would be aware of, but it is a style of coaching that is very self-aware and empowering, and it leaves you feeling just amazing. All right, so if you are here, you're curious about the 20-minute boost workouts and what it would feel like to put some 20-minute movement into your day every single day through strength at home, through these interval workouts, just reach out to me. You can leave a comment here, you can shoot me a message, and I will be sure to send you a sample of that workout so that you can feel that difference that I'm talking about. And if you do struggle with anxiety, if you want to chat about that, I know sometimes just being able to get that off your chest makes a big difference. So I'm here for you, moms. Have a fabulous weekend, and I will chat with you again soon.